Welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3. Hey guys, it's Argento. Welcome back to my channel. Last time we spoke to Granny and got her pan back for her, and now I'm gonna teach you how to cook a chicken. So that's Joey. So I like to talk to Bowl Cut when I'm not recording. But we're leaving off. We have to talk to Vesemir. Talk to him about hunting down this giant flying chicken, ostrich, griffin thing.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Been on the path for after a year now.
It's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Don't bring that up. I think it would be pretty cool if they decided to do a prequel that you would do that contract. I do want to talk about the possibilities of other Witcher games in this episode, but I've accepted a contract for the Griffin.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two Witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
It likes cheesecake. Got some information.
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Got some smelly buckthorn.
Got the buckthorn.
Work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like
Good
stench.
stuff.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember
I like you,
Trelleborg?
Vesemir.
Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
Time to set
I'm
the
ready.
trap.
No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Bring the candles. If you guys could tell me in the comments why cats hate Geralt. But yeah, talking about what they could do with a sequel to this game. I know a lot of people are talking about how they want a prequel, which would be pretty cool. You get to meet young Geralt. Me, on the other hand, I would like to actually see after this game and you being a rising Witcher and seeing Geralt retired and, you know, him being the wise person that leads you through the journey. That would be a pretty cool story to me. And I think that's the way they should go. That way you get all the characters. You already know them. But a prequel would be pretty cool to see all the adventures that they allude to in this game that The Witcher 2 and the first Witcher didn't get to. But let's cook a chicken.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
I was born ready.
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
What is this lamb doing here? I said cheesecake, Vesemir.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, We need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Is it alluding to the sheep? Here it is, guys.
It's closed.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Gambling,
How
well
about
played.
that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
No time for that now.
Watch out!
Alright, come here, Griffin. So,
It's about
I know
to
it,
die.
I know it tells you to use the crossbow, but I like using the arm. Arm's a little bit closer. Gets it down, it gets off faster. Oh god. Oh, this chicken's a real bastard. But yeah, I guess I could use this crossbow.
Damn! It's fast!
But it's a lot easier to, like I said, get off the Ard with quickness. Come on, buddy. Whoa! Tripped ya. Oh, he's trying to get away.
Don't let it get away!
Come on, we gotta get this griffin. One cooked griffin tonight. But yeah, the reloading of the bow just seems a little bit slow. I don't know, I haven't played this in a while, so maybe they updated it. So,
That's it, Roach.
I'll give it a chance. We have to slowly gaunter over to it. Alright, just you and me, Griffin. Alright, that wasn't too bad.
Bleeding! It'll weaken
With the
soon!
reloading, that sucks. I'm gonna make a coat out of your mane. Ooh, I'll get one in myself, as me. It's like a slimy little lizard. I'll have to put an end to it, guys. I'm sorry. And that is how you beat the Griffin.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
For example,
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
We'll celebrate with a few schnapses. Get some Griffin's feathers, so these major monsters are going to want to collect everything that they have. Very important for later. Now we're going to skin it. And as you can see, it's a lot cooler of a trophy than the Ghost. Oh, look at it. It's turning off, flopping out. Alright, let's get going.
Move it.
So while I was playing this game and not recording, I made bombs and I made a couple of potions.
giddy up.
Let's move on. But yeah, the Griffin fight, not too hard. I'm sure on higher it's
Place of power.
pretty difficult.
Should draw from it.
I want to see where this is leading me. See if there's an easier way to get over there. Okay, so let's do it this way. But yeah, pretty easy fight. You can use Ard or the crossbow to bring it down. Usually I use Ard, but just because of reload animation, but I mean, it worked out. I guess it's a lot more cinematic though with the crossbow, so if we fight another griffin, I would have to use the crossbow. But back to Turd Ferguson. Can't wait to see him again. Still doing push-ups, huh guys? Ooh. Long days. But yeah, let me know what you guys think for a Witcher 3 sequel. What do you guys prefer? You guys prefer a prequel, or do you prefer an after story? You guys know my opinion.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
See why I call him a Turd Ferguson?
What?
No more
Guess
Captain
you've
Nice
dropped your
Guy.
good
eh?
uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Killed the griffin
Fulfilled
for you.
my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat.
You played me.
Halt! We are not done. It's your gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Oh, I'm taking it. He's gonna pay me for that shit. Little detail, he actually gets ripped. Good little detail. They didn't have to add it in, but they did. Now let's go find Vezi. Yeah, interesting ending to that quest. Good writing, once again. Like the guy in the beginning, but realizes true colors. Just wants to get what he wants. I was thinking the other day, could you imagine if they did like crossovers with The Witcher 3, like, I don't know, like Kingdom Hearts does? Imagine if, now I can't say his name because of legal reasons, but Mortimer Mouse. What if they brought him from Witcher 3?
Oh.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna stab you with my key, haha! But back to the inn. We're gonna visit Vesemir. See what he's up to. Maybe get hated on some more at the inn. Good times. And those two schnapses. I cannot wait for those two schnapses. Oh shit!
Come on, Roach.
What the fuck? What's going on here? All right, Roach. This is why everyone talks shit on you. God, you gotta wait until he's off the screen. But yeah, what did you guys think of that quest? Do you like that character? Do you not like that character? I'll tell you what, I like his armor still.
Slow now. Whoa.
Like it better than the Witcher show, I'll tell you that. But now I look like a badass with this griffin thing hanging on my head. Or the head of a griffin hanging off a horse. That's pretty cool. Time to talk to, doesn't it? Take it easy, Jesus. Where is he? Oh.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Who are they?
Patriots. Drinking their 7th round for Temeria. Fist starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgaardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
Never turns out that way, unfortunately. Some more daiquiri, please.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
Oh, settle down there.
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Looks like we have to step in and remove.
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You alright?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true. What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
Shit.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Jumping right in. Fuck. Alright. Took him down. Uh-oh.
It's alright. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
See his face! God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
Now you guys can see why witches are hated in this universe.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
And here she is.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me.
I'm playing hard to
Patience
get.
has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
Or did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer.
Unicorn.
I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
We can
I've
talk
seen
here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse?
I did, though I could have.
Suppose I can
Fine.
hear him out.
Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
What about
That's
you?
sarcasm.
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Why is that? I'll miss you, Vesemir.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then,
But then... We shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
A little bit lower. So pretty cool cutscene right before this. Really cool chase scene. Just 5 more minutes. Come back! Come back!
It must suffice.
This guy needs a monocle.
Think Emir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair.
Now you're speaking my language.
Catwin, please shave the gentleman's burns to ½ an inch.
I prefer a goatee. Something
What's wrong with
with
my
beard?
beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
I don't trust this guy, Geralt.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Vuris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth,
Wait, he looks at him.
parents unknown, age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
So I love this part. Absolutely love this part. I wish they did this way more and way more fleshed out in games. But this lets you go over the decisions that you did in The Witcher 2. So I'm going to answer how I played The Witcher 2. If you haven't played that game, do understand these questions and answers. But that is also an amazing game. I spared his life.
We fought on opposing sides, true. Then we landed in the same dungeon. Arian escaped, set fire to the castle on his way out.
So that is how the blade started. Our reports suggested the dragon was responsible. Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
Like, do you see what I mean? How cool? Like, if you play a game, you do personal things in that game. Like, if a game did that you're playing that was new and mentioned those things, I think it's a really cool aspect. I just wish they did it a lot more in AAA games. I joined Yorvith. He helped me out.
I left Flotsam with Yorvith, commander of a Squirtel unit.
A slayer of monsters and a slayer of men. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
I didn't mean to. Had to save Triss.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
Nope, Sheila escaped.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her. From the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
The Lion's still alive. What happened to Letho? Saying this will open up a quest in the future.
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here.
Wait, what?
Here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame.
You have a Speedo?
I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Come on, Monocle, let's go.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Instead, just poofy shoulders. Where are my clothes?
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be
No
returned to you
respect.
after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Alright, guys, let's choose an outfit. Which one? Think of the one that's the least poofiest. Let's go with this one. I like the vest. Or should I just go in like this? Woo! Alright. Let's put on this elegant dress. Not bad. Out to Chamberlain.
Black suits
Monocle.
the gentleman. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
It's a little tight in the crotch.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back. That's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
Precisely.
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest.
Whoa.
The gentleman will rehearse.
Pretty complex there. I mean, I guess I can do this. This is absurd.
Gotta be kidding.
Not at all. I am mortally serious. Does the gentleman know the penalty for breaches of etiquette in the Emperor's presence? 200 lashes. I do not wish that upon him. So I will not let him leave until I am confident that he knows how to behave.
With a feather duster. Fine.
Lacking fluidity and grace. To expect less of Nordlings.
This guy just has
Come
no
with me.
respect. I don't
The
think this
gentleman
outfit
will
suits Geralt.
address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
I'll think about it.
Imgrimi eb art ketzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emir var emreis.
Bow.
I don't think so. We're gonna talk as equals.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer eb the orde.
Weljen namen, wat kan favor? So many months at Foltest Court. Yet you still haven't mastered the basics of etiquette.
Know what they say?
Charles
Can't
Dance's
teach an old
voice.
wolf new tricks. take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cirilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
She's back.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I'd drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
Only doing this for
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Come on, Professor Monocle.
Did the Jedi not understand? Did I not emphasize adequately that one must bow to the Emperor?
Relax. Nothing happened.
To the gentleman. But I shall be punished.
How?
Maybe you need it.
Close and bother no one. We've had enough breaches of etiquette for one day.
Yes,
and it's past noon.
Ooh, we're gonna enjoy those 200 later.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? Hail, Kerzer! The second Prince of Elan.
So while we're walking, we can talk to this character. Some people miss this.
Mind if I interrupt?
Why not join in instead?
We're discussing neutrality. How difficult it is to pursue.
Always
Still worth trying.
Because?
Because there are few causes worth serving, even fewer men. Enough about that. Mind if we change the subject?
Talk to the Emperor.
So, talk to the Emperor.
He's a real douche.
Why did he summon you?
So not even you know.
No, but I wager it's an ordinary witch's contract.
Mm-hmm. Some werebubs.
Farewell.
See ya.
Soon, mind you.
Always bringing down my station life, Mortys. I don't like it. Alright, Professor Monocle, let's go. I also love how they have their own language. Oh, she has horrible taste. I'd rather prefer these flowers.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Better.
That quill sharpened yet? Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants' guild, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the
I was
report
always
myself.
like that.
You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
Little things like that let you flesh out the story as well.
Be so kind and do not disturb.
So let's talk to Yen.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Ugh, dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. I'd even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to.
God, why am I so immature?
Now do you understand why I am at Emir's court?
Uh-huh. And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
She flips. Yeah,
How
all
about
grown up.
that? She's grown up.
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't? Not a bit?
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on sight.
Right. And you
Sexual
said the Wild
tension.
Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You
That's
must
no big
find her,
respect, baby.
Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
What's the Wild Hunt?
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address.
Hardy fucking
I know
hard.
as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri?
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe
Sounds
this
safe.
had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once in something.
Before we part, why did you come?
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That excuse? Let's drop it. It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Time to get going.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Vaatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
You know, reading the books really does flesh out these encounters. Because I've read the books after I played this game. Once you read it, it really makes it more meaningful for all these interactions. But bye-bye! Bye! Alright, guys, let's go talk to... He's gonna give us a little bit of information on what's going on with the warring faction.
A shame I have no time.
He's warming his hands by the fire. Little Nancy.
Visitor Varatra, Yennefer suggested you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
Who drew this with crayon? How's the war going?
I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar's first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
That admiration I hear in your voice?
Radovid is our foe. I cannot deny he is clever. He played us for fools, particularly dense ones at that. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses. Unprecedented. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
Interesting what that would have looked like in this game. I wish it would have happened, but... What's the situation in Velen?
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever. Perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
Mm-hmm. So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest.
It's rainbows and butterflies.
Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
He's very famous in this game, and you guys will learn to love him in this playthrough, I think. What's new in Novigrad?
Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep. And both require coin and ships, and Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
what's the latest from Skellige?
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Alright guys, well, that's it for him. A little bit of information to flesh out the story.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the
Pretty
good sun
interesting
light
info
your
right
path.
there. Like I said, you want to cover all bases. But let's head out. I'm going to show you guys a few other things. One secret and the best card that you can get in this game. I hope I can get it. It's a pretty difficult one. I might have to come back, but we will see.
How might the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
I prefer coconut.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
So, first of all, let's get out of this Nancy boy outfit. Whoops. Let's see what is going on. There is. I think that's good. Let's look at the Krillon as well. Alright, so the first little secret I'm going to show you guys, I'm pretty sure we can get it at this point in the story. I believe it's over here somewhere. See that little thing in there? There it is, the little push button. Which opens up a little secret. Ha! Bet you guys didn't know that, did ya? Salute him in ham saddle, which is nice. Old letter. Let's read the letter. Dear Sir Roderick de Wet, please forgive me for my tardy response. I was waiting for Golan Vivaldi for sufficient funds were available to redeem the bill of exchange provided. Not that I don't trust you, but the gods help those who help themselves, as the Gwent saying goes. Getting straight to your question, Princess Ada's curse could indeed be cost return. The Witcher from Rivia had only a rudimentary knowledge of magic arcana, so was not able to fully remove the spell, and instead only temporarily disrupted its workings. For Ada to become a Striga once more, one would have to sprinkle her food with 3 drops of blood from her father, King Foltest, 3 drops of blood from a youth, and 3 drops of bile from a freshly buried woman. One who died having finished 100 years, but not yet having started her 101st. Then one must cast the incepted triangle over the meal thus prepared. That should do the trick, but please consider carefully whether you truly wish to carry out such an ignoble deed. Hoping to do business again with you in the future, Alessandro de Pio. So, this is a callback to the first book, when Geralt slept in the crypt. I don't know if you guys have watched the Witcher series, or if you know the first game. But yeah, this is just a callback, a little cool secret. And then the last and final thing in this episode, guys. Like I said, I don't know if this is gonna be, if I'm gonna be able to do this. This is a pretty tough one, but we'll try. Gwent, play me, bitch. Bet him 5. If you increase the money that you bet, I'm almost positive that the difficulty goes up. So let's Zoltan in. Let's take a torrential rain out. Keep the clear weather. We'll keep the rest of those. Maybe there's one more card that we can discard. 4 fucking infantry. Yeah, we don't want that. We'll give them more. Yeah. Okay. So it's Decoy, perfect for this match. Fighting Frost is going to be important. We're going to keep holding on to that. Let's sub him out, perfect. And I wish we had another one of these guys that come powerful. I want to have a lot of bows. I don't want to have a lot of... we have a lot of bows, though. Not a lot of close range, just in case. Let's take some of these. Yeah, we got a shitty card. Well. Alright, so put shitty guy in. God, so shitty. Perfect. We'll be taking that, thank you. And as you can see, that's very quick to do in this game, stealing spies. So you're gonna want a lot of decoys when you play Nilfgaardian Gwent players. Let's play this bad boy. Perfect. Let's play another bad card. Let's let him keep on putting guys in that area. Shit, that's not good. Once again, we're gonna keep on wanting to put guys in there. Come on, put it in the close range. Shit. Alright guys, we're gonna have to play our super weapon. That's not good. Alright guys, this guy might beat us. I'm gonna try and beat him. I'm gonna try and get an extra card out of this. Okay, see, we have 19. I just wanted to play cards. Oh man. Yeah guys, we might not be able to get the card this round. Yeah, he has too many cards, there's no way. We're gonna have to play all these cards. That's really not good. For some reason he played a Lightning Frost on himself. Weird. Yeah, we lost this, guys. So we might have to come back and get this, but just so you know, this is the one guy where you're going to want to get the strongest card from in the game pretty much, because it gives you the double of your artillery units for the normal rounds. But when we're ready, we will come back and get this guy. But this ends this episode of The Witcher 3.